You do not need an assistant first. You need a backend that does not depend on someone remembering what happens next. Most solo consulting businesses do not break because the consultant cannot deliver the work. They break between events: a lead arrives but is never qualified, a call is booked but the notes go nowhere, a proposal is sent without a decision date, an invoice is paid but onboarding never starts. Adding more tools does not fix those leaks. In this video, I will map 7 gates from lead to delivery. At every gate, you need only 4 things: a current state, a trigger, a next action, and an exception rule. Build those first. Then decide what deserves automation, software, or eventually human support. The operating system is not one giant app. It is one client spine across several fit-for-purpose tools. Give every lead and client a consistent identifier. Store the current commercial state in one maintained record. Link the call, proposal, invoice, onboarding form, and project from that record instead of duplicating every detail everywhere. Your CRM should answer what is happening in the sales process. Your delivery workspace should answer what must be delivered. Your payment tool should remain the source of truth for payment. When 2 systems claim to own the same state, one of them becomes stale. Decide which system owns each fact, and move only the minimum information needed at the handoff. Gate 1 turns an inquiry into a qualified lead. Capture the source, problem, service fit, decision context, timing, and one next action. Do not ask 20 questions before the person has earned that friction. Ask only what changes your decision. The trigger is a submitted form, referral, or direct inquiry. The output is not new lead. It is qualified, nurture, or decline, with a reason. If the lead is qualified, create the booking step. If key information is missing, request it once. If the work is outside your scope, close the record instead of letting it sit in an inbox. The exception queue is simple: inquiries with no owner or no next action. Gate 2 turns a qualified lead into a prepared call. The booking link is not the system. The state change is. When a qualified lead books, record the date, purpose, participants, and preparation needed. Send only the information that helps the call happen: confirmation, time zone, agenda, and a simple reschedule path. If the lead does not book, create one contextual reminder or close the loop. If the meeting is cancelled, return the record to a clear state instead of leaving it half booked. After the call, the next action must be explicit: send a proposal, request information, schedule a second decision call, nurture, or close. Notes without a decision are just storage. Gate 3 turns a useful call into a proposal decision. Before sending anything, record the problem, scope boundary, commercial option, decision owner, expected decision date, and next step if accepted. Proposal sent is a state, not a next action. The system should tell you when to confirm receipt, when to clarify a decision, and when to close the loop. A reply, revision request, acceptance, decline, or agreed delay must stop or reschedule follow-up. Do not automate context-free reminders. The exception queue is proposals with no decision date, no named decision, or overdue follow-up without a reason. This keeps the pipeline truthful instead of visually full. Gate 4 turns acceptance into a paid, start-ready engagement. Define your actual commercial gates: signed agreement when required, invoice or deposit issued, payment confirmed, and start date agreed. Do not mark the deal won while a required payment is still unknown. The proposal system can report acceptance. The payment platform must own payment confirmation. Your commercial record only receives the verified state and next action. When payment clears, unlock onboarding. When payment is late, create one visible exception with the invoice, due date, and owner. Do not start delivery from an enthusiastic email if your real process requires a signed scope or payment gate. Gate 5 turns payment into kickoff readiness. Send the welcome message, collect only the intake information needed to begin, prepare the client workspace, request access securely, and confirm who must attend kickoff. Separate onboarding started from kickoff-ready. A client can submit a form while required assets are still missing. Your state should reveal that difference. Use a short readiness checklist: scope confirmed, payment gate passed, primary contact known, required access received, workspace prepared, kickoff scheduled. Anything missing goes to the exception queue with a clear request and due date. The client should never need to ask what happens after paying. Gate 6 turns kickoff into controlled delivery. Record the active milestone, owner, review date, dependency, and acceptance condition. Do not mirror an entire project plan inside the sales CRM. Link to the delivery workspace and keep only the commercial state that sales and account management need. Gate 7 closes the engagement. Confirm acceptance, send final material, resolve open invoices, record the outcome, and choose the next state: complete, support, renewal, expansion, referral request, or a dated follow-up. Project delivered without acceptance or a next state creates future ambiguity. The exception queue should surface blocked milestones, overdue reviews, missing approvals, and completed work that has not been closed cleanly. The closest thing to an assistant replacement is not an AI agent. It is an exception queue. Routine records should move when a verified event occurs. Your attention should go only to records missing an owner, state, next action, due date, or required input. Review the exception queue daily if volume requires it. Review the full commercial pipeline on a fixed weekly cadence. During that review, close stale records, correct wrong states, and inspect handoffs that repeatedly fail. Automate stable triggers, reminders, record creation, and status updates. Keep human review for qualification, scope, pricing, decision context, sensitive messages, and delivery judgment. Automation should reduce remembering. It should not remove responsibility. Here is the full system: inquiry to qualified lead to booked call, call to proposal decision, accepted proposal to paid start, payment to kickoff ready, kickoff to delivery, and delivery to a clear next state. Map those 7 gates before buying software or hiring help. For each gate, write the owner, state, trigger, next action, and exception. The free consultant CRM checklist linked below will help you audit the sales portion. If you want a dedicated pipeline for the lead-to-one stages rather than rebuilding them in a general workspace, Pipedrive is the cleaner fit I would inspect first. That link is an affiliate link, so I may earn a commission at no extra cost to you. It does not replace your payment, onboarding, or delivery systems. Start with the logic. Then choose the smallest stack that can keep the states true.